And we're live. It is Sunday, November 14th. The time is 8:31 p.m. And I hope you're all having a great start to your week, as it is Sunday, so it is the first day of the week. Hopefully the audio is working. I just kind of threw this together at the last second. I came home. I was out all day, and I came home, and I realized I had to do a stream tonight. So I quickly threw this thumbnail together, set the stream, and I had a whole bunch of stuff to do, and then I was kind of scrambling to get this started at 8:30. So I hope you're all having a good night. Action VJ in the house, Firestar Eyes, Tara Evans, Kevin Hawthorne, Olga, Susan, SR Gotts, Vivian Johnson. Good evening, Mr. Stumbles, and why Forgettable? I don't know, I just needed a title. The Real Man, Harjot, Miss D Go says, hey Johnny, hello Miss D Go. Lisa D is here. Based on the title, the bar is low. You know I always believe in setting the bar low. Shrek and Friends, Michael Nguyen, Susan, Estelle is here, and Marie Palmer. Sorry to everyone I missed up higher in the chat if you already got your chats in. Brad Palmer's here. Harjot, Michelle Briggs. All right, I think we've got most of you. Just New York, Timelapse, Ian F. All right, PGH RPG. So we have established I do know how to read names off a screen. It's a very important thing to be able to do. Just a heads up, I will not be my usual drinking self tonight. What's this coming in? I had a very adventurous night last night where I had quite a bit to drink and quite a bit of edibles. And then today I met some longtime friends. It was their first time going to an indoor bar or restaurant, I think all year. They said this was the first time during the pandemic that they have done that. So that's crazy. So I'm honored that they chose me, but also what took you so long? But it was fun. We went to a bar called Betty's on King Street East downtown. And it was raining on my way, so I thought, let's just record a walk. I'll make a video out of it. So that video should be up Wednesday. Tomorrow morning, I've already got a video set, although I don't have a thumbnail. So I guess I'm going to be doing that tonight. And then I've got another video. Yeah, I've got 3 videos down. So we're all good in terms of that. So I hope you guys are good. We're just going to take it easy tonight. Do some Q&A. Maybe I'll do the comments. I don't know. I'm kind of out of gas after all this drinking. I do have a gin and tonic. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to try drinking. Maybe we'll have some edibles. I don't know. But yeah, the gas tank is low. What do we have? Remember all those edibles I got for my birthday? How I had an entire bag that was stuffed? That's all I have left. I have been going through these like crazy. Emma says Cambodia is open to vaccinated travelers tomorrow. That is awesome. I love Cambodia. I don't know if I would go back though if I couldn't go to Vietnam or Thailand next door. And there's still a lot of hoops to jump through to go to either of those places. Wish you do an e-bike stream soon. I just did an e-bike stream on Thursday, and I did a walk, or yeah, I think Thursday, and I did a walking stream. I'm going to try to do more walking streams. I'm trying to get back into shape. I know it sounds weird, but I've kind of fallen out of shape since I got the e-bike and the e-scooter. So I'm trying to get my average step count back up to like 30,000 a day. Right now, we're only at 12,000 on the day, right? So that's not me. So I'm going to try to get that back up. I've also put on a few pounds. I think that's a combination of gorging on food and not walking as much. What should we have? Salted caramel pretzel bites or Japanese citrus yuzu? Which one should we have here? Will it let me make a poll? How do I make a poll? It won't let me make a poll. That's no good. Let me make a poll in my own. Can I steal this here? What's the other one? Salted. Sorry, I stole the chat for a second. Caramel bites. Okay, the poll is up. This is my getaway of putting a poll on the screen. So, Japanese citrus yuzu, or we could go with the salted caramel bites. I'll have one edible tonight. Then after the stream, I'll probably finish them off. Estelle says, nice scotch there. Thank you. But Tony says it makes no difference to you. Well, it makes a difference to me. Some stuff kind of gets you super paranoid. The stuff I had last night, like, I couldn't walk. I was high out of my mind. I got out of bed at like 2 in the morning to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't even put one foot in front of the other. Like, I did eat an entire bag of edibles, and I had a lot to drink before that. But I wasn't drunk. I was just completely just high out of my mind. Oh well, let's see. Looks like Japanese citrus yuzu is in the lead. In best Gene Belcher voice, you had me at pretzel bites at Chris Mills. So, yeah, here we are. A very forgettable stream, as it says. You'll notice on the Johnny Strides channel, my main channel, I've changed the way I do my thumbnails a bit. Reason for that is I just got bored of the old style of just always having Toronto walks here and then that 4K 60 on the left. So really with your thumbnails, you don't want to have text on them, too much text. It should just be a few words, and it should be bold and very easy to read. And it shouldn't be repeating what the title of the video is, because you already have the title of the video. These are just things that I have learned in time. So I'm getting away from this cookie cutter template and trying to make them a bit more interesting, I guess, just to glance at, not just duplicating. Or I used to put kind of text that said what the title was in the thumbnail. So I don't know what I think. I'm just letting you guys know my process. I don't think most YouTubers sort of show this side of it in terms of what they do, but I'm pretty open. And on that note, where is it? If you watched my stream yesterday, you would have heard my iPhone acting up and making weird sounds. So I am possibly going to replace this phone this week with an iPhone 13. We'll see. Still debating, but I can't trust a phone that just misbehaves the way this iPhone does. Even after I brought it in and they said they fixed it, they didn't fix it. They're full of shit. So it's still the best streaming phone you can buy. It's just annoying. So there we go. Jeanette in the house. Good evening, Johnny and everyone. Hello, Jeanette. Good evening. I don't have to work in the morning games tonight. Hey, Johnny Stumbles finally live after letting those pesky ads play. Hey, without those pesky ads, we wouldn't have a stream. Sorry, guys. Or we would have the stream. I wouldn't have a job, though. So please don't hate the ads. Let's see. Who won the poll? Japanese citrus yuzu won with 48%. All right. So let's open up the edibles. We'll have just one. Probably going to have more tomorrow, actually. Let's play some Jackbox party games. We might play one or two later. I did remember to put this thing on ultra low latency. Lisa said these packages are infuriating. These ones are not so bad. It's anything with a box that is just ridiculous and makes you want to murder whoever thought this was a good idea, right? Ooh. My Kansas City Chiefs are doing well. How many in the bag? 2. They are 5 THC. Oh, these also have 10 milligrams of CBD. If you're wondering. Maybe I can expand the camera out. There we go. Through the magic of the internet, I bring you an enlarged screen there. Lisa got caramels and they were individual plastic containers, the waste. Yeah, the waste is pretty nuts. Japanese citrus is amazing. They sell good at your work. 5 milligrams each. Yeah, 5 is kind of low. I'm finding I need more like 10. Susan is snacking on Milka Bubbly. I don't even know what that is. Richard wouldn't even get a buzz from candy / CBD. Yeah, I don't know. These fortunately have THC in them. CBD does nothing for me. What happened to reduce, reuse, recycle? I don't know. I think the pandemic has been nasty for the environment. We are now wearing masks every day and throwing them out. People were wearing like gloves, disposable gloves every day for absolutely no reason. Understandable at the beginning, I guess. Although if you touch something, what's the difference if shit is on a glove or on your bare hand? It's the same thing. Like, I never really personally understood the gloves. And there's still people that wear them, even though we know they don't do shit. So think of all the disposable crap going into the garbage. I mean, we could at least make them biodegradable. I don't know. Chris says 5 is pretty tame. Yes. Lisa says 2.5 is good. 5 and I can't leave the house. Well, if you do it regularly, I think 5... I mean, your tolerance kicks up pretty quickly. Like, there's people that say they do 20, 40, 50 to get high, right? They're just people. They're just regular users. So it's all relative to what your tolerance is, I guess. Shrek understands the mask, not the gloves. I never understood the gloves. To me, it just made no sense. But and at the supermarket, like, you're lined up at the self-checkout and you gotta wait for someone to come clean the thing before you can use it. Like, what? I just had that experience. All I wanted to do was pick up bananas and I had to wait. Then when I finally got there, there were 3 empty things and the woman was like, no, no, no. I just went to go use one and she's like, no, I gotta clean it first. I'm like, what? So I can scan my bunch of bananas? Not even scan it. I just put it on the thing, type 4011, flash my Samsung Pay. I'm done. I didn't touch shit. My bananas sat on your scale for 2 seconds. Like, why does that need to be clean? I don't know. It's stupid. But hey, there's a rant for you. Emma says they don't clean anything anymore in the States. That's good. Nightbot here with the weather. Light rain with a temperature of 36 Fahrenheit. Sorry, I don't have a means of switching them around to Celsius. The wind is blowing from the northwest at 7 miles per hour. You know I got nothing when I'm reading the weather. I also didn't promise anything in the title of this one. And my hair looks like shit because I was out in the rain. Jenny K, you missed my rants. We missed you. I understand you've got your reasons for not being here so much, but the community missed you, and some people have been asking, where are you? So it's good to see you. Action VJ loves Nightbot. That's good, because I know there's some mods that don't love Nightbot. So embrace our apocalyptic future. Hey, I said that word without screwing up. Devin has leftover seafood buffet, but he's not afraid of no ghosts. All right, so we might as well do something productive. Let me ask you guys another poll. Let me ask you a question. Maybe if I get this open here, I can get another chat. Live. No. It's not letting me make an... Oh, I gotta end this poll. I already ate the yuzu. And it's... End the poll, damn it. It wouldn't let me end the poll. Now let me make a new one. Okay, I hit submit on that poll a little too early, but did it even go up? I just submitted a poll. There we go. What should we do? Do comments or stare at the wall? I couldn't think of anything else to do, but stare at the wall is winning. The path has changed a lot. Japanese places taking over FCP. I haven't noticed that, Susan. I was just there. It looked pretty similar to when I worked there. The real man says comments. Only 37 likes and 70 poll votes. Come on, guys. Thank you, Devin. All right, guys, click the like button or dislike if you don't like it. Did you know that YouTube is taking away the ability for you to see the dislikes? So if you click on a video here, see how it says 462 likes, 13 dislikes. Very soon, and it's already happened on some channels, you're not going to be able to see the dislikes. And I think that's really, really stupid on YouTube's part. Because, yeah, it's going to prevent people from sort of hate brigading, like where someone will make 20 accounts and they'll go downvote your video, or they'll come as a group of people and do that. So you'll get bombarded with downvotes. The idea is to prevent that, but the problem is, what if you want to read a review or watch a review of something or a tutorial, like a how-to video? And if you look, and if it's not like 80-90% likes to dislike ratio, you know it's probably not very good, right? Especially if it's like a how-to video and it's mostly dislikes. It's probably not worth your while to watch, and you can just move on to the next video. But with this system, if you can only see the likes and you can't see the dislikes, you have no idea what the ratio is. So how do you know if that video is worth your time or not? Especially if it's like a tutorial and there's 20 of them and you're just picking one based on the thumbnail and the title, and then you're gonna glance at it. This is kind of like your Rotten Tomatoes score, right? And you have no idea what's going on. So I think this is a really, really stupid thing that YouTube is doing. They've done all kinds of stupid things in the past. Like this one here has 293 likes to 7 dislikes. But what if this was like 300 dislikes and you clicked on this video? You might go, this doesn't look very good, right? The public has spoken. And you would go spend your time somewhere else. But now you have no idea like what to expect in the video. And the other thing is, if you take away the dislike, you're gonna just force that negative energy into the comments. So you're gonna, that's my theory, that it, like those people that just click dislike because they don't like it, they're probably now gonna take their negative Nancy opinions and throw them in the comments, turning them into a bit of a cesspool. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of this move at all. I wish... Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Sorry, I'm looking at my fantasy football. So I wish YouTube didn't do it. But that's it. Sad cases looks like YouTube might not be the future. Maybe. It's a pretty resilient platform. All right, it looks like do comments won over stare at the wall. So, all right, we're going to go through some comments. They count dislikes as interaction, which is amusing. I'm not sure what to think of it other than back up your videos offline. Oh, my videos, I used to back up every video offline, but I don't anymore just because I already have like 9 hard drives full of videos. My videos are like 50 gigs each, like the raw files. It's just way too much to back up. So I back up stuff that I think is interesting, but everything is on YouTube. Even if someone hacked my channel and deleted it, I could get it recovered. YouTube would recover it. And there is a 4K downloading tool, so I'm okay if I'm okay not having backups. And YouTube is the best platform for this type of thing. It's going to be a very long time before anyone challenges it. So, all right, let's do some comments. How do I... These accounts aren't logged in. Ooh. Refresh. Okay, so these are the Johnny Strides comments. The video, I can maybe make this a little bigger. Little tip, if you want to magnify what's on your screen, you just hold down Control and mouse wheel up. Yes, Jenny, sorry to hear. Grazi says you make quality content. I try. I make a lot of content. I don't know about quality, but I try to crank out a video every week or every day. It's kind of a lot, and I have some challenges coming up in the coming weeks that'll make it a little tougher. But we'll try to stay on top. I would like to see a Forest Hill North Walk this fall. Well, the Forest Hill South Walk did well. North, I don't know, it's kind of two similar videos close together. But we're starting off with a positive one. Areas in Cabbagetown not as bad as E. Hastings, Vancouver. Areas in Cabbage Space Town not as bad as East Hastings? Vancouver. What is Vancouver? Who is comparing? I don't think I ever compared Cabbagetown to East Hastings. What a like random. These comments are so weird when people just make like random statements that. Okay. Anyways, very snooty hood. It's hard to disagree with that, Luke. Very snooty hood. Great video, Johnny. I had to laugh out loud when you called a tuck shop a bodega. It ain't New York. I said it's like a bodega. I didn't say it is a bodega. I said it's like one, like the Toronto version. But okay. I clearly acknowledge it's not New York. I'll still like it anyways and heart it. This is shuttle buses versus e-bike. If you're headed downtown to Young Eglinton area during a subway closure, good to keep in mind the 13th Avenue bus. Runs every 25 minutes from Queen's Park Station. Much better than a shuttle bus. That is true. You could take the 13th Avenue. That is smart, but you've got to be in the area where you'll catch it. False. Most largest underground shopping network is in Montreal. Ooh, them's fighting words. Canada's largest underground shopping complex. Let's see. Which city has the largest underground shopping complex? The Path, Toronto, is the largest underground shopping complex in the world. What is our source? Our source is Wikipedia. Wikipedia is kind of a shit source, but a class dystopia in the world's largest underground shopping complex. Montreal, largest underground city, Rezo. What is larger, the Path or Rezo in Montreal? Not better. What is bigger? I don't know. Nope. Thanks for the laugh. What should I say? How can I be a smartass? You are dead wrong. Thanks for the info. There's my smart. I'm pretty out of gas tonight. There we go. There's my smart-ass comment. Based on my half-ass searching, everything said the path was bigger. Used to be a separate city before amalgamation. Simonsky was the mayor. That is true. I read about that. Just made my first $20,000 in cryptocurrency. I'm so glad I'm gonna have a successful retirement. Congratulations. I'm still mining Bitcoin on my Bitcoin cloud. You don't mine, whatever. Bitcoin cloud isn't the best. Mining Bitcoin isn't as easy. Great. So this is a bullshit conversation. Why is this more replies? So this is all bullshit. So we're just gonna ban you from the channel. Mark says, I have worked at that location for over 5 years, but since COVID, I have not had to commute to the office. It seems like the construction has been going on for a long time. I would have liked to see what books are at the BMV around the corner. All right. Luke says the Beaver Bowl is making a comeback. Is this area close to Eaton Center, and is it safe for tourists, says MC Hammer. Looks clean and non-ghetto to me. Come to Vancouver, East Hastings, and you'll see dirty and druggies. I never said St. Jamestown wasn't clean, did I? Is this area close to the Eaton Center, and is it safe to tourists? About a 20-minute walk for me. Let's say 25 for mortal people. It's about a 20 to 25-minute walk. And is safe IMO. There we go. I'm just going to ignore this comment. Franklin Mars with one of his famous... He's got a bit of Clayton Crawford in him. This was definitely a superb e-bike stream through Midtown Toronto. I'm just reading that. All right, Franklin. Johnny, you should go back to check out the Festival of Lights, which started November 13th. I thought I said I was going back to do that and make a video in my video. A lot of times I'll get comments on things when I covered it in the video. I also said that in my live stream. You clearly didn't watch the whole thing. Great video and channel, liked and subscribed. Ooh, I'm smelling a rat here. This is a travel channel just kind of fishing for views with a very unimaginative comment. What they're probably doing is copying and pasting the same comment on a million other similar channels trying to fish views. I don't really tolerate this shit anymore, so I'm just going to remove that comment. It is indeed, Emma. Check under description. Should read, which is the second most expensive neighborhood. Yeah, I caught that. Someone else pointed that out, that I had an error in my description, but I fixed it. I like the new outro, though the music is a bit too loud. Nice walk. Forest Hill is a beautiful neighborhood in the fall. I don't know why people rake the leaves off the lawns. I find lawns look much nicer with autumn leaves on them. Fair comments. Johnny, you can dislike comments, right? Yeah, I just usually leave them. Alex says these travel channels like to do that, especially Just Walk, ASMR, and Hyperlapse. Yeah, I figured they're the same person. If you look at their channels, everything's formatted the same. The $60 million house looks like a government institution building. Such a bland and boring design. That was pretty much my thoughts when I saw it. Love the neighborhood. Very beautiful houses. I think it's odd so many people in Toronto hate tall buildings. If you don't like tall buildings, then move to a city with no tall buildings. All the land is used up. The only way to get more people living in Toronto is to build tall buildings. If you don't like so many people, move away from the biggest city in Canada. Okay, my response to that is, I like tall buildings. I love tall buildings. But what I don't like is unaffordable housing, and I don't like it when people are moving into a neighborhood when the transit and the schools and the other infrastructure can't cope with the extra people, right? And that's kind of what's happening at Yonge and Eglinton. They've overbuilt it without, like, the school boards say, if you move here, your kid's not going to a local school. We don't have room for you. Waste management and those services are bursting at their seams. It's just like, I love tall buildings, don't get me wrong. And I think density, especially at a major node like Yonge and Eglinton, is necessary. But the subway here is already over capacity, right? And it's only going to get worse with the crosstown LRT line. So I'm going to leave this comment and not respond to it. But I would end up, like, I partially agree with it. I mean, obviously, if you don't like living in a big city, why are you living here and complaining? But that doesn't mean you give developers free rein to build really poorly designed and frankly shitty construction quality condos with insane rates that average people can't afford. That's my 2 cents. But I am a skyscraper fan, and I do like watching them go up. Thanks for sharing. Have a blessed day. All right. FYI, the building on the left, just as in Europe, ended up at Bowie Avenue, was the Canada Goose National Headquarters. You picked a pretty day for this ride, as the winter weather is definitely going to hit us. Thank you, Gaby. Agree, each home is unique. That's what makes Toronto homes so appealing. Yeah, I made that comment that Forest Hill isn't very cookie cutter like your standard suburban development. It benefits from actually having original homes. I remember you did a video in this area in January and passed by Drake's former home. I did. Dylan Reynolds, do a walking video around North York Center. You haven't been there in a while. I'm not sure, but I think this is the most expensive neighborhood in Toronto. Our first Bridle Path, then it is Rosedale, and then it is Forest Hill. The most expensive neighborhoods in Toronto. These are the 15 most expensive neighborhoods in Toronto. Let's see. Random site. Bridle Path, Forest Hill, number 2. That's why I commented this. I found this Toronto's second most expensive neighborhood. I found this, you have to look at the date. This is April 21. I found several sources that, most sources I have checked have Forest Hill South as the second most expensive hood in Toronto. Cheers. And I'm going to drop a link to that. I'll still like their comment. Wow, no offense at all to UCC. Wait, parents spend so much money to properly educate their male children while stuff like this happens. It's heartbreaking. What? Okay, I gotta read the rest of this comment. I skipped it. Great video. I'll watch it later while I'll be exercising at home. I'm assuming you'll pass by the most prestigious private all-boys school in Toronto, which is Upper Canada College. There was a scandal at UCC, which I've read in the news. I feel terrible for all those male students who were negative. Okay, I can't. I'm not going to go into that, but I'll leave the comment. Karen G in the house. Long time no see. Karen G, hope you're doing well. Susan says, isn't there... Yeah, I don't know if you'd call that a path. It connects the east side to the west side of Yonge. Love Toronto. Rush hour here in London is 10 times as busy, though. Well, London... Toronto's rush hour is deceiving because so many are underground in the path. So I would highly doubt London's is 10 times busier. Maybe slightly busier overall. Okay, so they said love Toronto, rush hour in London is 10 times as busy though, and I just said our rush hour is deceiving because there's so many people are because so many are underground in the path, so I would highly doubt London's is 10 times busier. I would double down on that. I think that's a fair comeback. Based on the population, I would absolutely say it's busier in London. But based on like the CBD and the amount of people going through it, and if you look at the amount of people flowing through Union Station, King Station, and St. Andrew Station, there's very few in the world that match it in terms of how busy we are, because it's pretty compact CBD. So 10 times busier is crazy talk. There's no chance. Maybe 1.5 times if you want to look at through traffic in a given area. Your videos are amazing. Thank you. YFCV, your friend with a cube van. Moving and packing services. Book today with a phone number. Okay, but this is blatantly advertising. I don't know. Thanks for the comment, but that's blatantly advertising. I love architecture. Johnny, that's awesome. Hard work pays off. Thank you, Estelle. Who remembers when Sobeys was IGA? I remember. Thoroughly enjoy your residential walks, wealthy and not so wealthy areas. Yeah, all the areas are cool. We see Johnny in London in a week's time. Emma says, can't blame that guy for trying. Yeah, I've really grown sour, though, on people that try to promote their shit in comments, even if it's subtly. I talked to some other YouTubers who are like, why the hell are you letting those comments stay? And I'm like, yeah. I guess if you want a house without those ugly-ass 2-car garages stuck in the front, you have to buy one here. What? All over Toronto, we don't have 2-car garages stuck in the front. Like, right? There's usually laneway parking, or the garages are in the back in the laneways. I don't really get... I guess if you want a house without those ugly... You have to... That doesn't make sense. You can buy those homes all over the city. In the suburbs, it'll be a challenge. Beautiful neighbor, Johnny, as always. Great video. Keep doing more about this area. Thanks. I think he meant beautiful neighborhood, but that's good. Love your residential walks. Would like to see more. Main streets, although interesting, can be much of a muchness. Thank you, Norma. I try to mix it up, but the residential walks, like this one, did really well and it got a lot of views. But if I go into my analytics, people watch them like not as long as the more urban main streets, right? So if I put a Yonge Street video, if it's a 20-minute video, people will watch it like 15 minutes on average. If I do a residential area, people watch it like 7-8 minutes on average. So there's like, I try not to load up on this. I try to strike that balance of what people like watching versus, you know, keeping the channel interesting. But yeah, we'll do some of these from time to time, but that's just kind of my reasoning behind it. It's kind of like when I do a walkout in a suburban area or a boring area. You might see this video has 8,000 views, the other video has 8,000 views, but I look at the analytics and it's like, which video did people watch a higher percentage of or watch more time, right? And I kind of use that to base decisions on future videos. Sorry, we're just checking our fantasy football team, which is kicking ass. Sweet. There are people who bought their house there for $150K in the late 80s. Jesus. That's very true, I bet. I think you need to fix the description. Second most neighborhood. Yeah, I forgot the word expensive. Someone else already pointed that out. I wonder what people do to earn $600,000. They probably own shit, right? Businesses. Or they're like, I don't know. I know jobs that pay that much. Lawyers, business owners, doctors who are renowned at their position. All valid. Cool vid, says Alex Gaming ZR. You don't... Okay. You don't even have a channel. Harjot says, great video, Johnny. Harjot's probably here. Estelle says, Karen, it's been ages. Alert, somebody is walking in the neighborhood. He must be a burglar. Call the cops. The houses on Dunvegan were 9.3 million and 16.5. You can't get a shack for 3 million. As a big fan of design, if you have that kind of money, I don't get why you would buy a fake old world design like these places. Hire a good architect and design something unique. True, but maybe they like that, right? Just because you have money doesn't mean you have style or taste, right? The other big issue is there's no community atmosphere. Nobody knows each other. Our friends live in an area. That's probably very true. I think Rosedale feels a lot tighter knit. Forest Hill's just kind of big and spread out. Having said this, I might apply to have my girls go to Havergal under a bursary. They can be gifted poor kids that all the rich kids want to hang out with so they can know poor people. Okay, that's not the best way to word that, but I'll like your comment. A lot of comments coming down here. And yeah, I mean, this first part here was tongue-in-cheek, right? This was all meant to make us laugh, not be taken seriously. Beautiful neighborhood, and the trees are really cool to watch. Chilling out on my weed and enjoying the walk while on my couch. Thank you, Dave. Nice, wonderful walk in the most expensive areas there are in Toronto. See you in the next one. Thank you, Falcom. He said most expensive areas. Why are you correcting him, Wing Zero? He was not incorrect. I'm leaving this comment here, Falcom, because for whatever reason I'm being kicked off the review site for Johnny. I always have enjoyed his vlogs. I unliked a comment? Did I unlike a comment? I don't know, Lisa. If I did it, it was an accident. Love to see so many familiar places back again. All right. We got to be near the end of the comments. Okay, so here's what Alex gets around T.O. was saying earlier. X1000 Hyperlapse Travel Channel, Just Walk Travel ASMR Channel. Every single video I post, without fail, I get these generic comments from these same two channels. You know what? I bet Ken gets comments from them. Toronto failed stream snipe walk.
We're partnering with Properly to help more Canadians.
Attempting to snipe Johnny Strides during his November 13th live stream. Ken set out to stream snipe me and make a video out of it. I didn't know that. I gotta watch that. That's funny. It's only 5 minutes. But we're looking for those maybe Ken... See, this ambient walking person posts on all our channels too. Oh, they didn't. I saw them on someone else's channel. Ken, I'd love to play your video right now for everybody, but people should go watch it on your channel. I don't want to take views from you. Close it. So anyways, these two channels here spam my comments with these Toronto failed stream snipe. These two channels spam my comments, and if you check the about section, it's exactly the same. Your descriptions are the same. You're the same guy, whoever you are. And every single video I post, you put these stupid... Returning viewer here. Thanks for the super awesome upload. Love to see a well done video. Returning viewer here. You are now banned from my channel. Like, come on. If you're going to leave... I don't mind if other walking channels drop by. I'm very supportive of them. But make a comment that isn't a shameless attempt to get views. That you're just copying and pasting. Ciao, Johnny. Buona. He's saying, hi. I'm writing you from Sicily. Hi, Johnny. Happy Sunday. Vincenzo from Sicily. Oh, I kind of got it. My Italian is getting very, very good. It's my dream to come there. Crescent Art Designs, $1.49. Thank you very much for the super. Crescent Art Designs. Elizabeth Green says, looks like hell on earth to me. Where are the trees? I'm going to ignore that comment. If you actually look at Yonge and Eglinton from above, she's saying, where are the trees? Yeah, look at all around. Toronto is an extremely green city. But if you look at this area, yeah, it is not that green. Fortunately, they took this image at a time when we had a lot of green. But look at Toronto. Look how green Toronto is. Like, this is a green-ass city. Okay, you can't just zoom in on a park, dummy. But you get the idea. Like, this is green. Like, we do a good job of making sure there's lots of trees in the city. Pocket 1 wins with this dual image. 2 is like from a cheap sports camera. White is blue and the sky looks tragic. I disagree. I disagree. I don't want to make a... I'm already racking up the counter arguments in my brain, like how the autofocus on the one is terrible, how it handles exposure is terrible, its auto ISO is terrible, but it does some things better. Another relaxing driving video. Hope that you enjoyed your birthday dinner. I'm starting to eat out at pubs and restaurants again now that our restrictions have eased. Sweet. London Walk by London Socialite. I'm going to give this person a pass just because they've made some actual meaningful comments before. Okay, that's cool. I've never actually been to the Xmas Market area, especially not on foot. Another Franklin Mars. Sorry, I'm just reading this. Good evening. Just got in from the Columbia County Fair. Hello to Ken. Thumbs up. You two have a happy Saturday. I agree with your assessment of the area. Toronto is growing and intensification is needed at transit crossroads. Of course, it's sad to see some old established businesses gone. But all in all, it's very exciting as an outsider to see. I will definitely visit that area in the future. Thank you, Martin. Martin gets it. Martin gets it. Great walk. Again, Johnny, what were you talking about? Condo residents complaining about noise from entertainment venues caused the death of my favorite nightclub in Melbourne. I think the fact that a condo... Okay, this is long-winded, but... Yeah, that's what happened in Toronto. A lot of people moved into new condo projects in the entertainment district. And then on Friday and Saturday nights in particular, but also Thursdays and Sundays, it was kind of rowdy late at night, as it had been for over a decade. And then these people complained. And then the city stopped issuing permits for new venues. So when they closed down, they couldn't be replaced. And they killed like an old industrial area that had turned into a clubbing area. And it was killed by people who moved there and complained about it. It's so good. Heart, heart, heart. Sad, sad. What? Does anyone understand this? Sat K says, do you drink every night? No. I do not. Johnny, I made it in your video. I'm on the bike going past you at 9:17. Foxy Turbine.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, there you are.
You told us what you want.
And now we gotta watch an ad.
We built it for you. Editor X, the advanced website creation platform.
Here now. Sans Michael says.
Well, I just missed it. Where's Turbine? Sorry, I can't see your chat right now. We're looking for this viewer. There you are. Johnny, I made it into your video. I'm on the bike going past you. So there is Turbine Fox. That's neat. Someone who spotted themselves. Devin says someone who doesn't understand how to use emojis. Hey, I don't understand how to use emojis. Excellent walk. That is one delightful tourist trap. I love it. It's so great having these vids you do of places many of us never visited or knew much about. Thank you, Gabriel. About 10 years ago, I dropped my wife off here for her to experience this part of the city while I went off for a job interview. She was from Hong Kong, so I thought maybe this area should feel somewhat similar. She had a hard time ordering a meal at a nearby KFC. All she could do was point like Komi-san. Oh, she must have been still getting the hang of the local language. Alice says, nice walk, Johnny, as always. The Distillery District just gives off such wonderful Christmas vibes. Fully agree. And what are people talking about it being in early for Christmas decorations? Christmas is just about a month off and shoppers are out in full force. Oh, the shoppers are out in full force. I still think it's kind of early. The time lapse in the beginning is fantastic. Awesome stream. Thanks for the share. I don't know. That sounds like you watched the first 2 seconds of the video and then pasted a generic comment. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Devin, you're very welcome. I'm glad those videos cheered you up. You know what is cheering me up? This football game. My fantasy football team is striking a pose right now and kicking ass. I just got a touchdown out of Hunter Renfrow. Woo, we're working our way up. Where are we? Clayton Crawford. You guys got to read Clayton's comments. They're always funny. I hope your new job is going well. All right, this one's a hard one for me to read. Sound, get down on the ground. I'll read that one. I always go back and read his. I have lived in Toronto since 2000 and hadn't been to Sherway until 2014. I have yet to go back, though I have been working at Park Lawn, Queensway area for the last 6 years. Thank you for random info about you. Hello, Johnny. What is happening to St. Lawrence Market? Renovation? They're building a new Northern Market facility. Cheers. I don't want to elaborate more than that. I live at Yonge and Eglinton, just moved a month ago from Vancouver, and I love the area. Yeah, it's busy with lots of construction, but which major city isn't? Loving the amenities and stores nearby. Welcome to Yonge and Egg. Richard says you can actually tell which comments are without soul. SOS says changed quite a lot indeed. There's no let up to new construction. If developers and landlords expect to fill all those condos and apartments, they will have to reduce prices to enable much greater access. That is not true. The thing boils down to money. That is true. Who has it and who doesn't? Too many without already and seemingly getting worse. You provide good coverage as usual. All right. Fair comment, but this remark here, if developers and landlords expect to fill all those condos and apartments, they will have to reduce prices. Here's the thing. The developers don't care about filling the condos. They care about selling the condos. And there are investors lined up to buy them. So the problem, we actually need more condos. They're not going to sit empty because we don't have enough people or because they're too expensive. I mean, it's not going to happen. But we have a housing crisis and a dire need for more affordable housing. But, I mean, If developers and landlords expect to fill those condos and apartments, they will have to reduce prices. Sorry, that couldn't be any more wrong. They are selling them at the prices they have now, so they're just not selling them to people like me. They're selling them to deep-pocketed investors, many who don't even live in Canada. How is that fair? The Real Man says, missed the stream, but watching the replay. Good to see Ken again. Thank you, The Real Man. I know you might be out there. Wow, I always heard Parkdale was gritty ASF. That means as fuck. Guess the neighborhood made some changes. Things seem sweet there. Yeah, I think... I've always heard that it had a bad reputation, but I've never experienced it. It's always been good whenever I went through there. Man, neither north of Bloor nor east of the Don is city esqueens to be found. Just burpy burbs. Hell. What is this? What is this word? There's... I don't know. Neither north of Bloor nor east of the Don is city-esque, I guess. Just burpy burbs. If you go east of the Don, all of Riverdale is pretty good. Like, you've got Danforth Avenue with Greektown, East Chinatown to the south, Riverside, Leslieville, the beaches. Like, STFU with your east of the Don is... East of the Don, there's plenty. Even north of Bloor, I mean, it does get a bit more spread out and suburban-like, but there's plenty of neighborhoods north of Bloor even. Just look at, like, Bathurst and St. Clair, Yonge and St. Clair. I don't know. Dumb comment, but I'm just going to leave it. People are entitled to their opinion. Thank you, Harjot. Wow, that system must make out-of-towners miss their home subways very much. Oh, I guess he's talking about Presto. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Sorry I missed the stream, but can't say no to Korean food, says Susan. Alex was in Mississauga. And Alex missed it. Great video, Johnny. Their area is really condo hell, but it is part of a big city. Stay safe. Fair. I think the last time I was in that mall, Brian Maroney was the Prime Minister. Alright, thank you, Falcom. I love the little convenience store food counter in the bus bay of the Eglinton station. They have a jumbo chicken egg roll that's very reasonable, yummy, and unique. I'll have to check that out. I've never seen it for sale anywhere else in the city. Karsto, hi Johnny. I don't always leave a comment, but I always watch your videos. Keep them coming. Smiley emoji. Karsto, thank you very much for your support and the $6.99 super chat. Yeah, you don't have
Johnny, I don't always leave a comment, but I always watch your videos. Keep them coming. Smiley face.
There we go. I almost talked over your super chat. I do have the text-to-speech enabled. I can't get it working on mobile on the app I use. I can get it working on Streamlabs, but not Prism. Hello, little XO. And everyone else joining in. Sorry, I've been busy reading comments. Awesome riding right through my area, which is Long Branch. I'm on 39th Street by Lakefront Promenade, close to Marie Curtis Park. Cool. Cindy Kyung says, we are so happy and proud of you. Always supporting you as a big fan of your videos. Thank you for your great job. They are a Brazilian-Korean couple. Cool. Don't normally see people talk about themselves like that, but cool. This area has really lost its charm, an unfortunate scenario for a lot of neighborhoods in the city. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Hello with Pocket One can live streaming. You can't with the one, but I wouldn't with the two either. They're not good for live streams. Johnny, have your Alexa auto-spam back your irritators. Great video, except for your near-death experience. Yeah, as a city kid, I love the city life. Action VJ, aren't you in San Francisco? The things some hate about Toronto are what attracts me. Toronto needs more cycling infrastructure and less cars. Let's say that again. Cars aren't the enemy, but they're part of the problem. Hello? No, it's fine. Good girls deserve it? What? That was a video on a woman who was assaulted. Good girls deserve it. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, but it could be offensive. I don't know. I don't know if we need to open this up in the chat, but I don't understand what he meant. But I'm kind of taking it negatively. So, GTFO comment. If you had the choice to live anywhere in Toronto, where would you choose to live? At least 400 kilometers away from it. Toronto is a shit hole. I think that's a compound word, friend. Third world city. Overpriced, overcrowded, and overboard. Then, well, please do us a favor and don't ever come back. There's a pretty good comment, right? If you had the choice to live anywhere in Toronto, where would you choose to live? Probably where I am right now. Yeah, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I have several friends who live downtown in condos who love it, close to their jobs, downtown restaurants, bars, and shops. No need to have a car. Hell for some, heaven for others. Yeah, this video was about Midtown, but your point is 100% in line. A condo hell tour of Liberty Village. That would be next on that particular list. Yeah, my friends tonight, who I met for some beers, thought when they saw my title that it would have been about Liberty Village. But nice video in details. Mississauga follower. Okay. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Okay. DW Pearson Airport. One day I will return. Okay. You went to North Toronto Collegiate. Cheers. Lady almost backed into me because she had nowhere else to go. You making fun of me? Looks pretty chilled for Saturday. Nice tour as usual. Apart from the weird driver. Haha, never mind. It's Wednesday. Sat K, who was also in the chat here. Johnny's not a public planning expert, but he did stay at a Holiday Inn recently. Ah, yes, I put that disclaimer on mine. Is it snowing there now? Alexa, is it snowing right now? My windows are closed. It might snow tonight at 10 p.m. Is my camera charged? Alexa says, if it's like that crappy light wet snow, it's not worth recording. But if it's an actual like snowfall, because they're running shuttle buses, I would just be probably doing it outside my apartment in the in Midtown. Stupid shuttle buses. But tomorrow's Monday, so Toronto weather forecast. Toronto could see first snowfall of the season Sunday evening. No, we didn't get it, CP24. Mixed precipitation. Rain 1 millimeter, snow less than a cent. So this is going to be nothing. Less than a millimeter of rain, less than a centimeter of snow mixed. It's just going to be wet, slushy crap, probably. But if the fluffy stuff does start to come, I'll go get a look at it. You've seen some vloggers using a 360-degree camera. Yeah, I think it's cool, but does anyone want to sit and spin around it? Like, how do you know which when you're watching one of those 360 videos, at what point do you just settle on a vantage point? Pick your hands up. No, you're always going to be like, I don't know. For me, it's not for me. But I think if you can do something and you find a market, cool. I don't know. Great drive. I thought I would have been out of the comments by now. The marriage of concrete and steel brought us the modern world. That's true. RM Transit is another great urban planning channel. It is. It's a fantastic channel. Nice walking video, Johnny. And he's in Toronto. Thank you, Johnny, and to everyone who shared their good experiences in and of my country. And on that note, on Wednesday, I have a plan to meet with another YouTuber. So that will be appearing on the channel. I don't know why I said it that way. Wow, thank you for your walk. So glad you were paying attention. He could have run you down. That is true. It's interesting. I used to live in Davisville and Young. Falcom. Where's Falcom? He's not in the chat right now. Lisa thinks she saw CJ Hoyle yesterday. I've seen him a number of times riding around now. One time we waved at each other on Yonge Street. We were going in opposite directions. Randy, I hope that's not what you mean. Novell, is it Lou from Unbox Therapy? I don't think so. Nice walk here, Johnny. I wish so many condos weren't being built with so much will drive up the stupid rent prices up more, which is a disaster. Housing in general is a bit of a disaster here. Can't believe that idiot driver almost hit you, but what can I say? There's always some people out there. Thank you, Falcom. This is insane. As a result of developers' extensive lobbying, the Ford provincial government and the City of Toronto's planners waiving a considerable number of restrictions, including building heights, blah, blah, blah. The massive development you mentioned behind the subway, a 70-story monolith, but one of several planned in the 45 to 60 range. And who can exactly afford these? It's not young people. That's true. It's not entry-level buyers. That's true. Rents alone in that area average $2,000 a month. 70s and 80s, yeah, young and eligible and affordable. What's going on there now? It's like what they've done to Willowdale up at Young. Total disconnection, dystopian. Oh, I'm not getting into that kind of stuff. Hey, Johnny, enjoyed your video. There's a comment I can digest right now. CJ Hoyle used to live in this neighborhood. Yes, he did, Dylan. Hey, we already banned you. Your comment should have disappeared when I banned you. That's why it's good to have a video camera when that happens, Lisa. Okay, we're just going to run through the comments now. Because my eyes are having trouble staying open. Come on. I'll know when I'm caught up when I get to some really old comments. How much more do I have to go? Oh, we are caught up. Thank you, Mark. I already read that comment. Which hotel is closer to Eaton Center? Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. Close. I was too tired for that Grazi speed run. I don't see Ro here. What we're going to do starting next Sunday night is we are going to play some Jackbox games at the tail end of the stream. So be sure to, if you're into games and doing that sort of thing, be sure to come back. But I am kind of at a gas right now. I thought I had more in the tank, but who would have thought going to a bar in the middle of the day, meeting old friends, and drinking all afternoon after a night of doing a whole lot of edibles would leave you with nothing in the tank. But here we are. I'm pretty wiped out. So, we're going to play games at the end of next week's stream, but I'm going to call this one a stream right now. So thank you to Karsto and to our other Super Chatter. Your support is much appreciated. If you do want to support the channel or support what I do, there is a YouTube channel membership available. There's Patreon, there's PayPal, but just watching is honestly pretty fucking good. So I definitely appreciate everyone out there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. I'm going to keep my eyes on the window, and if at some point the white fluffy stuff starts falling, I'm going to run out and try to catch a video and see what comes up. If not, maybe in the morning I could do an aftermath of the first snowfall video. Who knows? Who knows? But thank you guys for watching, and don't know when I'll stream next, but I will see you next Sunday night, probably at 8 p.m. All right, guys, have a good night. As I fail to close the stream, as I usually do.